My name is Fritz Rauch, and I'm the defensive coordinator at Homestead High School in Mequon, Wisconsin. Today I'd like to share with you some ideas about our stunts and fronts out of our 44 base pressure package. Before I begin, I wanted to share just a little bit of our background. We've run the pressure package out of the 44G for 9 years at Homestead. In that time, we've had some success. We had the good fortune of winning 2 state championships, playing in a third and losing, and then playing in 5 other state semifinals. So we've had a decent amount of success using this front, and we take a great deal of pride working on our defense. We got this defense in large part from 2 coaches from UW River Falls, Coach Tom Jernell and Coach Kevin Bullis, and without their help, we couldn't have got to where we are. All right, we're here to talk football today, so let's talk about fronts and stunts out of that 44G base pressure package. I want to start with the defensive linemen. We'll do a little bit of a review from that first video and then get into their techniques and the language that we'll show them starting day 1 and continuing to the game time when that'll appear on our wristwatches. We'll start at our 7-tech position, our stud position. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to give him pieces of language that allow him to align and then to know his assignment off of that alignment. Now, as I said, what that does is it gets him started. Once the play begins and we start reading keys, everything is subject to change, but this is going to get him aligned and to get everybody started in their position. So obviously the first thing that he'll see is just a 7-tech. Our 7-tech is an inside eye player of that tight end. He's going to be responsible to play that tight end with his hands and the tackle with his eyes. The 7-tech position as well as the 5-tech position, if anything bends, the tackles veer down and they need to bend to that ball, they're going to be responsible for C-gap spill position. They're always going to spill or wrong arm any block from a guard, a fullback, whoever that first player may be. The second piece of language that we would show is when our C-gap player, the 7-tech, becomes a B-gap player, and that is a 7-stab technique, and that's just telling him to work to the B-gap. Now, we don't turn and rip. We're never turning our shoulders to the line of scrimmage. We're going to flat step or horizontal step. We always want to stay parallel to the line of scrimmage and then work vertical after we get to our assigned gap. That gives us the ability to read those V's in order to keep our assigned gap responsibility clearly in mind. 7-tech may be in some situations asked to go all the way down to the A gap. That would be a stag call on his card. We'll do that obviously in pass situations when we want to create some mismatches and some confusion along that offensive line. A movement that will be more typical of for us, especially against option offenses or against rollout offenses where we want to get some pressure on the quarterback if they're running waggle series, is that 7SD or he's going to the D gap. The stud is going to the D gap. What that allows us to do is all game we've been playing inside eye of that 7 or that tight end. All game we've been bending to that tackle. All game we've been working inside, and now all of a sudden we're going to cross